So today we have a new folder, November 9th through the 13th. You're going to click on Monday's folder, and we're going to talk about culture. We have this cool little activity for you to do today. So you're going to open the Google Slides, and it's just reviewing over what you know or you should know about social. All right, so what is culture? We've talked about the different parts or aspects that make up our culture. You have attitudes, belief, behavior, religion, food. And then here is the Western culture is the US and Europe. Eastern culture is the Far East Asia and the Indian subcontinent. All right, so that's a pretty cool looking map. We had talked about what's the difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality. If you still don't know it, I suggest you write that down in your notes somewhere so that way you have that. So who is Zendaya? So what is her race? She is African American and she is Caucasian, which is white. What is her ethnicity? She's African American and white American. Her nationality, she is American because she was born here in the United States in Oakland, California. So, based on the video on the last slide, what is your race? And then we've talked about my race, ethnicity, and nationality. That's when we did those 4 squares, and you got to put images. So again, you should know my race is Caucasian, white. That's the skin color. My ethnicity is Hispanic / Native American. And then my nationality, I'm American because I was born here in the United States. And then you should know what culture diffusion is, which is the spread of ideas, technology, and elements of the culture around the world. So here are some examples of cultural diffusion. So we have Fiesta, which we usually have every year except because of COVID. And that is for, the Hispanic heritage. We have a Japanese fall festival. And so we're bringing other cultures and we're bringing them together. We're diffusing them. We're bringing cultural diffusion together. And then Diwali, which is a Hindu holiday that's not celebrated here, obviously. It's more in another part of the world, but we're having that here as well. And then I know we have like the Asian festival at the UTSA, one of the UTSA campuses. So we're bringing different cultures here. We celebrate St. Patrick's Day, which is, part of Ireland. So again, that's cultural diffusion. And then with culture diffusion, it goes to multiculturalism. So that describes a society where many different cultures live together. So we are a multiculturalism city because there's all kinds of people that live here. We have whites, blacks, Asians, American Indian, Hispanic, others. All right, so all these different cultures are multiculturalism. So think about cultures, many. So that's our multiculturalism. And then we talked about the causes of culture diffusion, how it's spread from one place to another. People like to travel, there's war, people move, trade, technology, immigration. All right, all these are factors of that. And then we have push-pull factors. So a push factor is something that makes someone want to leave their home country to live permanently somewhere else. So it pushes them away. So if you have a big war, there's disease where you're not getting cured, famine where people are starving, drought where there's not enough water, an unstable government, these push people away. They don't want to live there anymore. And what pulls people to want to live somewhere else and live there permanently, they get a new job, they feel safe, their health is taken care of, maybe they have family there. So those are pull factors. So please look at those different factors. And then today, this is what you're going to do, which is a storyboard. And so many families in America have an interesting cultural background that is very diverse. You're going to use 6 out of the 8 of the terms to create your own storyboard. And so out of these right here at the bottom, you're going to use 6 of them. And here's my example. I've used race, ethnicity, and nationality all in one. So there's 3 already. And then I wrote a little thing that my ancestors are from Spain and here in North America. Immigration. My grandparents moved from Mexico to the U.S. before my mom was born. And then what was a pull factor was that my grandma wanted to open her own business, which is a hair salon, and she came to work here for more than 30 years. So I used race, ethnicity, nationality, immigration, and then pull factor. And actually that's just going to be 5. We're going to do 5. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to click right here. You're going to click here to create your own account, and it's going to open you up to Storyboard. So I already have an account. I'm going to log in. I use Google. Alrighty, so make sure you click on the free one, and this is what my culture board looked like. Okay, so let's create a new storyboard. There are so many cool features on here. I recommend you join my Zoom meeting if you're having a hard time with this, because it's cool. So you're going to pick your scene, any scene you want. They have many types of scenes on here, so you can pick whatever you'd like to help you get started. All right, I couldn't find the one I used, so let's just pick. Oh, I don't see you. That's all right. So let's just pick one. You drag, you drop it. Now when you drop it, it gives you all kinds of features to change this guy. Okay, don't get caught up in this. Just click over here to the side, and that'll delete. So once you have your scenes for your storyboard, next to scenes you have characters. You click on that, and you get to pick your different person. And then once you pick a person, you drag and you drop them. Then you can change your hair color, your skin, your eyes, all of that. You can also change how big they are. You can make your person really big. You can make them a little bit smaller. Okay, so make sure you're including a person there. And then again, you can drag it all the way across. Then you have your textables. So this is where you're going to put what you need to write into there. So you have speech, right? You have all these different types of bubbles. You have action. You have your shapes. You have decorative. There we go. They look a little bit more fancier. Banners, objects, and then you have signs. So I mean, you could always put some stuff in there, but you will get caught up in this if you like doing things like this. So I had just clicked on shapes. I grabbed one, I stuck it there, and I'm gonna make it bigger because I'm gonna text. But that's a little too big, so I'm gonna close this. And where did you go? Totally lost you. Oh, there it is. Click to edit. Why? Oh, it went to the top. Nope, that's my... All right, let's delete that. Try it again. There we go. So you're just going to have to play with this, and then you click to edit what you are doing. If you're doing a pull factor, you go ahead and type whatever you need to type. You can change the boxes. You can do all kinds of stuff like that. Well, once you make your storyboard, right, you get all 3 pictures, and you use the 5 out of the 8 out of here. So let me make sure y'all know that. And y'all aren't just picking whatever. Then you're going to insert your storyboard right here. Alrighty. So this was my storyboard. I stuck in there for you guys. So enter your storyboard here. You're going to use the snipping tool. You're going to snip it, which is going to be this one. So we go back to our board. I'm going to type right here where it says snipping. Some of you might not have this option, and we'll have to figure that out. You have the snipping tool. Okay, let's get rid of that. Our own. There we go. So you hit new. You're going to snip only your board. That's it. It's going to take you to another sheet. I totally lost it. There we go. You're going to hit right click, copy. Go back to the Google Slides, and then you hit right click, paste, and then your storyboard will appear. All right, because I want to see all your storyboards. So if you have to take a picture and stick it in there or send it, I want to see all your storyboards. Usually the snipping tool is the best tool, but if you're on an iPad, I don't know quite how to get to there yet. I'm going to try to figure that out. And so that is what you're going to do. And then you're done for today.